we are with Hannerjavvy, 2026.
2026.
March 2026.
March of 2026, brother.
Crazy, crazy ride so far. 2 years since the last fighting.
Since the first fight?
It's the first fight.
Yeah, 2022? No, 2023? 2023? 2023 was it? No, 2024. 2024. The year. It was like the beginning of the year, 2024. Yeah, and I was fighting Saul Besseril. Remember that name? Yeah. And how that all started, so Scott, my coach, he fought for K Cheyennes, and he got me on the card because he knew Mike Pulver. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. This is going to be great. Great opportunity to get out there. And that was like one of the hardest and best camps I've ever had in my life. It was like surreal to like have somebody that's like so, I think it was like 6-1 as a pro. I think that was it. Doesn't even matter. But the amount of years he has on the mats and the amount of dedication he has to the sport or to just jiu-jitsu and being a martial artist is like insane. And that's like something I was attracted to, and I was like, oh, like I magnetized to it, and I was like, dude, we have that same passion for the sport and the game. And that camp was like really fun and like also really hard. And also there was a lot of things I found out about myself in each and every camp, and every time you train you find stuff out about yourself. And I think that whole fight really set me up for like, it was like life, dude. I was like a little kid and I came in and I got my ass whooped, and then it was like, oh my god, this is real. It's like life. It's hard. And something that is funny about that fight, the training camp was great, everything was going great, and then like the Monday before I was supposed to like weigh in, yeah, I decided to like try some walnut butter in a shake. It was like 12 o'clock at night. No, maybe not 2 o'clock. It was like 9. No, it was like 11:30 at night on the Monday. And I started by making a shake like I always do. The classic shake, milk. We got freaking pistachios. We got walnut butter. And we have protein powder. And we have spinach. And it makes like this really good kind of like shake, like you'd say. And we usually drink those. But this time I added walnut butter. So I thought, okay, it wasn't bad. So I drink it. And I'm sitting there playing video games. And then like 15 minutes in, I started having like an itch in my throat. And I go, this is like me, I go, trying to get it out. And it just was like, it went from like knowing nothing to knowing everything. I knew immediately that this was wrong. Like something was very bad that was happening to my body. And what was happening is I was going into anaphylactic shock from walnuts. Yeah, fucking found out I was allergic to walnuts. Somehow, some way. I eat walnuts all the time when I was a kid. So I found out I was allergic to walnuts, and I'm starting to go into like the early stages of like allergic reaction, which is like hives. My face started to get really itchy and big. Like my eyes started to puff, and my cheeks started to puff. And mind you, I'm like very, very slim at this point. I'm not eating a lot. We're about to weigh in on Friday. It's like the last push. So I'm still eating, but like, and not dehydrated, but just the whole way it unraveled was so like fast and interesting. And I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. This is really, really bad. And I called 911. I get on the phone. And at this point, I'm walking around because I can't sit still or my throat will close up. And I'm like, what am I going to do? And I just keep on pacing and pacing and pacing. And they're like, sir, you need to sit down. And I'm like, no, if I sit down, I'll die. I can't. And eventually the firemen and everybody, which I love, thank you so much. They're amazing. Hope you made my night. I hope I made your night, because that was really just like horrible experience. And I didn't even have to, maybe I went to the hospital. I think I did have to go to the hospital. But yeah, they put the IV on me, got the epinephrine or whatever needed to be in me, and now yeah, I'm allergic to walnuts, so don't do that. And it's so funny because the Friday when I weighed in, on my pictures for that, you can still see I had like the residue from the EKG machine on your heart.
Oh, jeez.
Still residue from the stickers on me, and I just thought that was really funny. But that fight went how it went. It was a good fight, and then I took time off um to kind of just explore and be more me and explore like me like Javi. And at that time I was off doing kind of like my own thing, not really like training as much. And I was still training, but I was more fascinated with like other things in life. And so eventually we come back to life, real life, and like what I need to do. Because dude, I just put 3.5 years into this, trying to make this happen. I'm like telling everybody this is gonna happen. Like, watch this shit, and then I go and lose my first fight. And like I understand that happens, but your parents and your people around, like especially parents, it's like, dude, what are you doing with your life? And I just remember being like, okay, I'm gonna lock this in. I'm gonna get as good as I can. I'm gonna work as hard as I can. And one day I saw a Rodenheiser truck company just driving by, the plumbing company, and it said call and get a career. And I said, dude, that sounds like a great idea. I was like training a lot and still working like at the cafe and stuff like that. And it was just like a crazy culmination of like the perfect timing happened with the perfect timing. Like for perfect timing for getting out and back into like the real fucking world and getting a job and really like leveling up as a man and understanding more like the the world. And like because for 3 or 4 years, like my life was just fighting. It was just that, and just fighting and training. It was just that, just focus on that. And it's great and stuff. I love it, but it doesn't like. I'm just like upset that it doesn't pay. If you could truly do what you want in this world, like I love what I'm doing now. Don't get me wrong, it's great. I love the fulfillment I get when I help people, fix people's houses, and help people. Just even if it's just like driving parts to people, I don't even care. I'm helping, you know, um, and I'm creating a future. But you always need something to keep you healthy and stuff like that. And I just think MMA and jiu-jitsu is like one of the best things you can do for your body and for your soul and for who you are as a person. And to harness that and to really evolve yourself through martial arts is like the pinnacle of not human existence, but some people's existence. But it's the pinnacle of what people should like aim for. Like just being in full control of yourself and your body. It's like touching your toes when you're 65, being able to bend at the waist, being able to do squats, lifts, jumps. Like I just really hope. I know one day I'm not gonna be able to do any of that. This world, we're built for. We're not built for longevity. We're built for reproduction, which makes sense. But like the human body is not meant for longevity. It's just meant for very high short-term intervals of very, 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 pretty much just keep you alive. Keep you alive, keep you alive, keep you alive. Heart rate up, heart rate up, heart rate up. Keep you alive. But ultimately, it's not meant to. Evolution. It doesn't. You don't evolve as much as you want to. I guess. Sometimes I feel like I want to evolve more and learn more and be here more. But we only have a finite amount of time, so that makes it that much better. Like I don't think if I had if I had a million like hours to do whatever I want, a million years to live, I would never get around to doing anything.
Gotcha.
So it's really important that you understand that this time is finite and that you only have this amount of time in the grand scale of this whole reality. So just think about what you want in life and keep on going for it. And if you have a business idea, if you have an idea about changing a world, or just kind of doing what everyone is not doing, do it, because you only have one time to do it. You only have this time. You're only gonna be 24 one time in your life. Go for it. It doesn't matter if you fail. Like, failing is cool. Failing is cool. Failing is fucking cool. I felt better when I got kicked in the face and I lost than when I did when I won, you know? Cuz everyone respected the fuck out of that. Dude, you went out, you tried it, you gave it your best, and yeah, you failed, but dude, you fought your ass off, you did your best, and that's what matters at the end of the day. Like, people get so worried about, oh my god, I can't do that, I'm gonna fail. Like, oh my god, I don't want to think about like this and that, I'm gonna be embarrassed. Like, dude, being embarrassed is one of the greatest things you can feel. Like, just appreciate those feelings that you have of like putting yourself out there and be getting laughed at, or putting yourself out there and being loved. Like, you just gotta find your people, man, and keep going out there. The world is so big. There's so many people. If you can get 1,000 people to pay you, that's $1 million. 1,000 people to pay you $1,000, that's $1 million. And there's 7.3 million people on this planet, or 3 million billion people. There's billion now. Billion, billion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if that's just crazy. If you can get 1,000 people to pay you $1,000, you have $1 million. And there's 7.6 billion people in this world. Someone's gonna be out there looking for what you have, looking for the uniqueness that you carry in the world. And dude, you just have to find your people. And I'm grateful for social media, because I'm able to reach out to those people that are on the same frequency and understand when all the things that I manifest and all the things that I want in life, like, they come true because I say they come true. If everybody gets so comfortable in life and they stop, dude, if you just keep on going and you have no ceiling and you just keep ascending and ascending and ascending, hey, I want this. Hey, I can do that. Let me do that. If you're at work, always try to keep moving up and up and up and asking for more, not more, but asking for, hey, can I help out here? Hey, what can I do here? Oh my God, that's interesting. Can I learn that? Always learn more, especially if you're at a company. It makes you more of an asset to that company. And that's like what people want. If you want to feel like desired and loved and wanted, you have to put it on yourself to be curious too. And be curious, but also courageous enough to fail. Like, you have to be brave enough to fail. Like, there's so many things like that. If I do this, it leads to this motion, and then this emotion leads to this emotion, and then this emotion leads to this emotion. But if you find the right emotions that connect to the right ones, they'll lead you on a path that makes you feel good and fulfilled. So that's what fighting has did for me for a little bit. It made me feel full. And then I started to feel like I put too much of my identity into one thing, or into uh, my work. And then I took a step back after that second fight, and I thought about it, and I revisited, like, dude, I love this shit. I love what I'm doing. Why? I just lost two. Who gives a fuck? Like, it's a fun thing to do, and I'm not bad at it. I enjoy what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna keep on doing it and get better. Like, it's not about the wins and losses. It's about enjoying yourself. Did you enjoy yourself out there? Yes. Did you have did you keep yourself safe? Yes. Did you grow? Yes. Did you get better since the last time? And every single time you have a loss, or even, like, anytime you have a mistake inside of fighting, it sticks with you like no other, because it's a game of dire consequences, and I feel like that imprints on you so much, to the point where, never, like, there's just like this sense of distance that I will forever have with people because of fighting. Like, this sense of, like, awareness of where people are in my space. That I'm very thankful for fighting. So uh fighting's great. But yeah, away from fighting, everything else is like money. Everything else in life is good. Yeah, bro.
Doing a
Everything.
trade.
Doing a
That's
trade,
really good.
doing the plumbing. I'm trying to get into plumbing. Right now, I'm just a driver right now, but I'm gonna be going to do HVAC in the next month. So I'm very excited about that, and that's like something that I can learn and then learn plumbing and then sell it, which is ultimately the goal. Is to climb the ladder and be as successful as I can. But you have to learn everything first, and if I can learn it, then I can sell it, and I can sell it like no other. I can be personable with people. I love people. I'm not gonna say people love me, but I adore them. So, um, just being personable and just understanding how people feel and how they want to feel safe inside of a home, especially a home nowadays. There's so much technology out there now. People are concerned, and especially if you can come into their home and give them a nice, warm feeling of, hey, this guy, yeah, he's a little clunky. He's got a bunch of tools with him. He kind of like looks like he's dirty and stuff, but hey, he smells good. He looks good. He's smiling. He's got a good attitude. He's coming here when I need him. Like that's fulfillment. That makes me feel happy, but also you're getting the job done, and job done means money, and money means more money. I never want to like just make money. I want my money to make money for me. I know that's a lot of money right there, but it will be a lot of money one day. We'll be sitting on something just like this, but it'll be Coco Chanel cloth, fucking Gucci rug, Steve Madden on the feet, and a big Picasso mural behind. Like fish tank in the corner, couple statues of I get the Rocky statue miniature, and I get a statue of the Eiffel Tower miniature, and I just have those in my house just to look at them. One for Rocky, always keep going, and one for Paris because you have to have grace and elegance and poise, and Paris I feel like is all those things. But the point is I can see these things, I visualize these things, I can, like, that sim builder where you can like place items and everything, like you pick things up and move them, and it like shows you like what it would look like, and then you can actually do it.
Oh yeah.
That's what I see. That's all I see. Like every time I look at houses, every time I go to people's houses, and I'm always curious too. I always ask people, "Hey, how did you acquire or what job do you have? How did you acquire your wealth? Or what job do you have?" Like you just can't just show up to somebody's house that has 3 or 4 Lamborghinis and not question and not be curious and be magnetized to what they are and who they are. Like, and it shows something about who you are, but it also shows something of. I feel like those people, they don't love to be questioned, but if you show genuine curiosity and how to learn and get better in something that they do that makes a lot of money, obviously, it makes them want to actually help you. If you're a hard ass worker, you show up every day and you're there and you do a good job, that's all that matters, bro. That's all that matters. Be the top you can be, but yeah, yeah. But everything else is going good. It's 6:17 right now, so yeah, we're probably gonna go get some food and some crumble. Actually, why not? Yeah, everything's good though. Will I fight again? I don't know. I don't know. I would love to, but right now I really have to focus on something I enjoy too. But it's working. It's creating a career, and ultimately being able to better everybody. Make money that's good, invest it that's good, take care of people that's good, and then ultimately create something that will outlast me. So just just exactly. Uh, just keep on going, keep on climbing. We'll see you guys soon.